Now let me tell you a personal story. Let me tell you about the time I was thrown into jail. I went back from the theater with a couple of friends and we took the tram to a station in The Hague. There, the police was preemptively strip searching everyone. You couldn't avoid this because they wouldn't let anyone out of the area without being strip searched. I only had a small purse with me and a policeman took it immediately from me, tried to take it from me. I refused this. We discussed it briefly and then a superior came up. He grabbed me by the arm. I tried to get his hands off my body. He said this was resistance to competent authorities. In a split second, he handcuffed me, called somebody to make a photograph of my face. Somebody else brought me to the police car. There they left me for about an hour. Then someone drove me to the police station. Another policeman took all my personal belongings from me and put me in jail. It was terribly cold there, and I desperately needed to pee. There was no toilet paper, and someone looked through the little window while I lowered my pants and emptied my bladder. I felt astounded and humiliated because all the policemen had told me, please cooperate. You're not a criminal. You're not the person we are looking for. You're only giving us a lot of work. You're a nuisance. But I refused to cooperate because indeed I am not a criminal and therefore I don't want to be treated as one. You and I are decent people. Of course, we make mistakes. We lie, we cheat, we misbehave, we hurt one another's feelings. We are not angels, we're humans, but we're not criminals. Only 1.34% of the Dutch people has a yearly recurrent contact with the police or judicial authorities, says the research department of the Ministry of Justice. Just over 1% is less than 10 people in this audience. And don't worry about your neighbor, because today they happen to be all on the stage. 70 to 80% of the Dutch people trust one another, according to research that the Dutch tax authorities did. And we are a generous nation. The Charity Aid Foundation makes a World Giving Index ranking on which we occupy the 6th place. And in Western Europe, we are the #1. You are simply the best. 1 out of 3 Dutch works as a volunteer. More than half of the Dutch gives a helping hand to people they don't know. And 3 out of 4 Dutch gives money for a good cause. If anyone shows trust, if anyone can be trusted, if anyone deserves trust, it is you, the Dutch people. But our government shows a deep distrust in us. Nowhere in the world more telephones are tapped than in Holland. Security cameras are watching us whatever we do and wherever we are. The police are allowed to register license plates from all the cars driving all over the country. The Dutch government is planning to let fly drones above our cities, above our streets, above our homes. Some ministers and mayors rouse us to put a baseball bat behind our front door so we can defend ourselves with excessive force to uninvited guests. Some politicians want the fingerprints of all the inhabitants of this country in a national database. And some politicians want all our DNA registered. Politicians are so much focused on security that they see everything and everyone as a potential threat. But when we start looking at our fellow citizens, as potential threats, we lose the very thing that binds us together. We lose the thing that makes life valuable and worthwhile. And that thing is called mutual trust. A society based on distrust is a 24/7 nightmare. It is a society that won't respect your privacy because when you don't show and tell, you must have something to hide. It is a society that assumes you're guilty unless you're proven innocent. It is a society I do not want to live in. This is what I told the judge in court, believe it or not, a few weeks after my arrest. And I promised her I would act exactly the same way in the next situation of preemptive strip searching. Because I keep resisting a government that promotes and institutionalizes distrust. Because I won't cooperate in pulling down what binds us together, mutual trust. On the contrary, I want to enhance the nice and good things in society with the guys I trust, with you. People that help one another and work together feel valuable and respected. Please give some of your time, attention, and abilities to the people around you. This fosters mutual trust. Become one of the pins that keep society together. You and I can put trust first when we want to.